billion by the Japanese ambassador to the Gambia, Hiroshi Fukada. Ajia Misisia was at the presentation ceremony, and she now reports.
With Monday's high-key celebrations marking the country's 48th independence anniversary, the country's top brass and the diplomatic community met Tuesday to witness a symbolic twist in the relationship between the Gambia and Japan. Gambia at 48 gives a better chance to reflect on those strengths that tie Gambians together as a nation and the challenges faced collectively. Successive environmental calamities have plagued the country, impacting negatively on the economy and the livelihood of Gambians. Though the government has been working strenuously to support victims, the frequency and intensity of such disasters underlines the importance government places on assistance, which comes from corporate citizens and development partners. The most recent was the humanitarian assistance by the government of Nigeria, filling warehouses with food and non-food items for disaster victims. Through the extended grant for environment and climate change mitigation, Japan also donated equipment worth over $2 billion for the improvement of capabilities to cope with natural disasters and food aid fiscal year 2011.
My government has decided to assist the government and the people of the Gambia to overcome this difficult situation, and they donated a grant of 500 million Japanese yen, almost equivalent to 166 million Gambian dollars. With this fund, construction equipment, water supply, and emergency vehicles and machineries were purchased. This equipment could be of use not only for disaster emergency situation, but also for the reconstruction period afterward. I believe that the Gambian government will make an effective use of this equipment.
I must confess that I was also affected by little way that the overflowing of the rivers and waters affected our areas here in the Gambia. Physically, just very close to my residence was a live crocodile when the waters were overflowed and the crocodiles were coming out. That was killed. We were lucky to have some of the army officers very close to our residence who arrested the situation. And this we know have affected a lot of people in the provinces. And I believe that the governors here from provinces that were affected will testify to it.
The Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs went down memory lane recounting various interventions embarked upon by Japan to assist the Gambia in different facets. The donation of the equipment and 4,503 metric tons of clean rice, which is valued at over $80 million, was appreciated, leaving the Gambia on a better pedestal to plan against natural calamities.
The equipment will also improve capacity to cope with natural disasters caused by climate change and build a self-resilience for the vulnerable farming communities and the very poor. We all do know that climate change is a reality, and that is why addressing the issues of disaster are very critical, because the occurrence of disasters are too frequent now in our own part of the world. Government is also grateful for the rice donated, as it comes at a time when the international price of rice is high, and it provides an opportunity for the rural underprivileged farmers and low-income urban dwellers as well to afford rice of very high quality. The consignment will also save government foreign exchange, of course, which would have been used to import rice of the same quality. Of course, His Excellency the President is doing all he can to ensure that we are self-sufficient, but not only self-sufficient, but also we produce surplus for export. And that is why we should thank our other friend, the Republic of China, Taiwan, for helping us do that.
The surprises that come with independence take a higher note this year, and this intervention by our development partners provides quicker response mechanisms as it when disasters occur. For GRTS News, I am Ajami Sise.
The West African Agricultural Productivity Program WARP has donated gardening seeds and sprayers to the School of Agriculture under the University of the Gambia and 1st Infantry Battalion of the Gambia Armed Forces. Babakar Kamara reports the materials are meant to boost students' practical work at the University of the Gambia whilst improving agricultural productivity of personnel of the Gambia Armed Forces.
Part of, the project activities, that is to improve horticultural production and productivity. Not about 3 weeks ago, we supported 100, communities with vegetables, seeds, and equipment.
It is a reciprocal gesture that had bonded the WAP project right from the drawing boards to its inauguration. The phase out of one single project leads to another, marking a successive tenure of project implementation, driven by popular necessity for the average Gambian farmer.
For the armed forces, as I mentioned during the remarks, they are our long-standing partners dating back from 2005 during the Africa Emergency Locust Project, when we work, hand in glove to combat the desert locust invasion in the country.
We are very confident that these items which will be handed over this afternoon will help significantly in improving the status of both our universities and the university students, as well as those who will be using it at the level of the Gambia National Army.
The role of the WAP project is to improve crop yield through enhancement of agricultural productivity. This aim has been constantly reinforced by their desire to donate agricultural inputs, such as garden seeds, to the country's most productive institutions.
It is also a demonstration of your willingness to ameliorate the conditions of learning of the young men and women of the agricultural program at the University of the Gambia and Gambia College.
You have given and will continue to request. We will also like you to come to our aid to assist us on garden implements like watering cans, garden forks, and any other tool necessary for gardening.
As beneficiaries continue to request for assistance owing to a credible project portfolio, the donation seeks to support President Jammeh's Back to the Land initiatives. Babakar Kamara, GRTS.
Well, time now to take our first break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned in.
The wait is finally over. The Africa Coast to Europe Fiber Optic Submarine Cable ACE has gone live in the Gambia, coming from the Atlantic Ocean to wherever you may be in the Gambia via Unique Solutions' own nationwide broadband wireless network. It is time to experience connectivity in a whole new way. Time for a change. High-capacity wireless broadband for all. Welcome to our unique world of digital innovations, ushering in next-generation super-fast wireless internet at broadband speeds with unlimited usage at no extra cost per megabyte, making Unique Solutions your gateway to the world when you want it. Get the best value for money internet connection today from Unique Solutions. Get to do more but pay less. For further information, call us now on 4390-424. Unique Solutions, your award-winning service provider, celebrating Gambian service excellence on a global platform. Unique Solutions, an ACE Consortium member.
Welcome back to the news. Now, 7 French tourists have been kidnapped on Tuesday in Cameroon along the border with Nigeria. The tourists were returning from a visit to Waza Natural Park when unidentified gunmen captured them. And thousands stormed the Guinean capital Conakry, calling for free and fair legislative elections. For more on these and other stories, we turn to African News Roundup by CFI.
7 French tourists were kidnapped on Tuesday in the far north of Cameroon in the Didanga locality on the border with Nigeria. 3 adults and 4 children were reportedly taken by unidentified men. According to a source close to the French embassy, the tourists were returning from a visit to Waza Natural Park. Cameroonian security forces have begun looking for the kidnappers. French President François Hollande has confirmed the report. Thousands of Ghanaians took to the streets of the capital Conakry on Monday in protest calling for free and fair legislative elections. Opposition leaders led the march, which ended with a large rally at the People's Palace. The Minister of Free Expression and Human Rights took part in the demonstration.
The freedom to demonstrate must not be confused with smashing things and attacking state buildings.